Hello. Today we're going to talk about the open house procedure. How do I get certified to do open houses through the PC program and how those open houses should be done when you're doing them for the PC program. So if you go out and get an open house on your own, you do whatever that agent wants you to do. But when you're doing them through the PC program, we want them to have a very specific feel. So we're all doing them the exact same way because realistically, your coaches are the ones that are putting their reputations on the line to get these open houses for you guys. So we want to make sure that everyone is operating at the same level since it is our reputation that is on the line here. So the first thing you guys are going to want to do is to get certified. So when we talk to these agents about giving us their open houses, which realistically is a money-making opportunity for them that they're giving to us as a group. When we talk to them, we say one of the things that we pride ourselves on is that our agents are certified. There are two ways to do that. One is to go to the class that is offered here once a month in the Market Center. Jess is teaching that class now. She does open houses at a very high level and has been getting her leads through open houses since she started in the business. So that's the first way to do it. If you can't get to a class, there's still a process for certification because we definitely want our dual career agents to have open house opportunities as well. So to get certified without going through the class, you'll need to do a couple of things. The first one is to start where we always start, which is with the PC group. When you come into the PC Facebook group, you'll go up to the top and go to featured. This will show everything that I've pinned as being important. So you'll notice there's our calendar for the month. This is our YouTube page, which is where this video will be posted along with all of our other ones. And then if you scroll down, there are a couple of things for open houses. One is this. It's a TikTok marketing strategy. You don't have to use this. This is not part of the certification. This is just bonus material for you guys, but it is a very smart way to get people to interact with you after an open house. The next thing that is part of the certification process is this open house pointers. So you're going to want to download this document and review it. So this is going to talk about this particular lady's open house strategy, how many she does every year. She bases, and you can see here, she does 301 transactions. She's been in the business 19 years. And she's talking about all of her success, but then she talks about the percentage of business attributed to open houses. 19% of her business comes from open houses. So she's got a lot of experience. Her team did 480 open houses in 2021. That's incredible. So they've got a lot of experience here. And she has a very detailed step-by-step approach that she takes to do open houses. She talks about the process. She talks about the follow-up after. She's got this very nice open house kit that she uses. Pick and choose from here. I'm not going to say you have to bring snacks or you have to have a radio. It's going to be whatever works best for you. I personally don't like music because it distracts me and I'll be over here jamming instead of talking to my client. So I ex-nay the music, but a lot of people do have music. And if that's what helps you get you in the zone, have music. I definitely have air freshener spray. You never know what you're walking into when you're walking into someone else's house. So it may smell like dog. It may smell like bathroom. You never know. So I always carry a can of fresh smelling. I don't want anything that smells like food. No cake, no cookies, nothing like that. And I don't want anything that smells very strong like Fabuloso, or even the Glade ones are very, not the Glade, the Gain scents are very strong. I usually go with something like Cashmere Woods, which is just a clean unisex smell. It just smells fresh. So choose something along those lines so it doesn't smell like you're covering something up. But I always have pens. I always have hand sanitizer. So I have a lot of these things. I always have toilet paper. You never know, especially if it's a vacant house. I have a gallon of water because I've been in a house where the water doesn't work. So if people use the toilet, you need a way to flush the toilet. These are just things, a broom, a mop. I carry all those things in my car along with my snacks and things like that. So review that list, figure out which things you're going to want to use for your open house. Review this entire document. She talks about scripting. She talks about how she follows up with these clients following. Very, very, very good information from a top producing agent. And the second thing you're going to want to review as part of the certification process is inside of the locker room. So inside of the locker room, you'll go to 4 agents. You'll scroll down until you see open houses. When you click on open houses, it has 2 videos, best practices for open house and how to get listings from your open houses. These 2 really aren't about setting it up. This is about how to be successful at your open houses when you're speaking to people. And I learned a lot from this lady here, Mary Lou, who I've even increased my retention at open houses because of this video right here. So you watch these 2 videos. When you're done with those 2, you'll need to reach out to me to finish the certification process. We're going to go through a few things. I'm going to talk to you about, what you plan to do during your open house, how ready you feel, what you plan to use as social media, etc. But part of that conversation is about how we do them here for PC. When an open house comes available, it'll be posted in the group just like this. So some open houses, and it'll have the address, what house is listed, and then Saturday and Sunday with a question mark. Saturday, Sunday. Do you want a Saturday or Sunday? To accept one, you're going to go down here and just write like these people did. She wants Helsinki, and she wants it Sunday from 12 to 2. So then I've acknowledged her by putting a like here, and I've acknowledged her by adding her here and tagging her in the post. So now you know that you're it, right? At this point, I will send this information to the list agent so that they can get it listed in Flex, which goes to Zillow and all those to advertise your open house. Your job is now to reach out to the agent. So you're going to text the agent and say, hey, my name's Tara. I am doing your open house this weekend on Saturday from 12 to 2. I really appreciate the opportunity. Is there anything you'd like to share with me about the house? That is important because we're no longer allowed to put these things inside of MLS. I can no longer go in MLS and say, we're offering a bonus. I can no longer go in MLS and say, the seller is offering $7,000 toward closing costs. Those are not allowed because of the ruling. So I need to know as the open house agent if those things are being offered. There's a new HVAC that got put in after we filled out the disclosure. There's a new roof. The seller's offering $7,000 toward closing. Those are the kinds of things that you want to know. Or something as simple as, there's an alarm system. You need the code because if you unlock that door, the popos are going to show up. All right. So text or call the agent. Most agents prefer text, just so you know. If we're operating at a high level, a lot of times we can't pick up our phones. So just shoot a text. That way it goes kind of on like our to-do list. So when I'm done doing whatever I'm doing, I'm able to look at all my text messages and take care of those in a sequential order. So is there anything you want me to know about the house? Let them tell you about the house. The next time you're going to contact the agent is when you've done your flyer. Part of doing an open house is about advertising yourself. You're going to want to post that you're doing an open house. Hey, I have an open house this Saturday from 12 to 2 with a flyer. Then a couple days before my open house, I'll post some reels of the house, which means you'll have to go to the house. If it's all of our 90% of our open houses are vacant. So you just get permission from the list agent. You go to the house and take a couple videos. Hey, I just want to show you the neighborhood of this house that I'm doing this Saturday. I hope to see you guys here. We're going to have some drawings. I'll give you a sneak peek of the beautiful kitchen. I'm only giving them a little taste, right? And we look at the kitchen on my video. So that's my second reel or whatever I'm doing on Facebook. And then I do one live that day. Hey, I'm out here at blah, blah, blah. Look at this amazing drawing we have, $200 in value, or whatever you're doing. Come out and have a cookie and enter the drawing. And then I usually do one after that just talks about the open house. I've also seen recently somebody doing interviews, which I thought was cool. So he had the people that were walking through on camera say, tell me one thing you loved about this house, or what was your favorite feature in this house, which I thought was a great idea if the people that are walking through agree to do that. So you get a lot of social media around your open house. So to do that, you can do it one of 2 ways. You can do it in Command or you can do it in Canva. Command is the free option. Canva's free options are very limited. So I'm going to go into Command. I'm going to show you the Command way, and then you'll have to figure the other one out on your own. But this is the Command way. You go into Command, you go down here to Designs, you go to Create Design. Then I want a social media design. Later I may come back and do a print, but for now I want a social media design. It's going to give me all of these things on the left-hand side. So I'm doing it's a bunch of little, then they have listings down here. So these are just quick quick items, and then they have listings down here, everything that would go with a listing under contract, local expert, neighborhood snaps, etc. But we're looking for open house. So I'm going to click on open house. It's going to have all these templates that I can use to do open house flyers with. So all I need to do is add my information, add my company logo, which is the Keller Williams Augusta Partners logo, and then add a photo of the actual property that I'm going to do an open house at. Your next step is to send this media that you made to the list agent. This one has a photo. There's a couple reasons for that. One is you want to give them the opportunity to correct anything that they see as a mistake. It could happen. I misspelled something, or I didn't leave a space somewhere. More eyes on your stuff, the better. The second reason is every agent kind of does things a different way. I don't care if you mention that it's not your listing, but some agents will want you to mention that it is their listing and that you are hosting an open house for them. So allow them that opportunity to make comment on your social media before you put it out. If they don't respond to you, send it to your coach to have a look before you put it out. Make sure you're using the right photos for the right listing, not stock photos, etc. So this is where you can make your free open house designs for print and for social media. Then the next thing you're going to do is do all your social media posts, right? Leading up to your open house, you are promoting your open house. At this time, you can also talk to our vendors and see if somebody wants to partner with you, a lender or, a home mover or a home inspector wants to partner with you, maybe do a drawing or just come to the open house and invite people and put it on their social media. So this is a way you can partner with those vendors and get some more influence out there. Then 30 minutes before my open house, if it's my open house, I'm going to do door knocking. If the agent has not done door knocking and you'd like to do that, that's something you can ask them. So I'm going to door knock 20 doors. I'm going to do 10 across the street, 5 on either side of my listing. And I'm going to knock on the door 1 hour before my open house, 1 or 2, and invite them to come to the open house. Hey, your neighbor, Sandra Smith, is selling their house. We're really sad to see her go, but she'd love for you to come by today during the open house and see what they've done to the place. So we're going to have a drawing today at 2:00. Come by, grab some snacks. We'd love to have you. And I invite 20 neighbors to come to my open house. That is if the agent wants you to do that. So make sure you ask that. Then 30 minutes before my open house starts, you need to reach out to the list agent again. Just send a text message. Hey, I'm here. The house looks great. I'll let you know how it goes. Just a really quick check-in. I, as a list agent, want to know that my open house person has actually arrived at the house and that the faucet's not busted or something crazy. Then after my open house, I follow up with that agent again and say, hey, the open house went really great. I had 3 families that came through. And then I want to give them some feedback from the families that came through. Everyone really loved the size of the backyard. A couple of them mentioned that they ensuite was not as big as they'd like it to be, but everyone loved that it was 5-bedroom. So I give them positives and negatives on the house that they can share with their seller. So that kind of ends it up. And then I thank them again for the opportunity to do their open house. And that is pretty much the process for the PC portion of the open house. But to get certified, remember you'll need to do this document that's inside of the PC group, watch the 2 videos that are on Locker Room, and then call me to finish your certification process. And then we'll talk about how you pick them up again as a reminder, how you get those. So that is the process of open house in a nutshell. If you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to me and we'll get you guys on the right track.